NFL playoff, as we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Catch made over the middle. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now, got a 4th down.
Offense operating from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in games here. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Redd and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. He hands it off from the gun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Cannot connect, incompletely now, 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get it behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And he's got it from 58 yards away, never in doubt.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50
is he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. Pull way downfield for a huge gain. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And the Canes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Offense facing 2nd and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Extra points. Let's see uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Extending the play now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary, and gets out of bounds. And a good gain, 1st down.
And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And they heave it deep downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Tight end goes in motion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line with no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Signs with quick throw. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, third down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And it's taken right on the midfield logo. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Throws a rocket toward the right side. Catch made wide open way downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, just after the catch, this one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Miami offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Finding space at the 20. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Extra point try coming now. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's out of bounds here on the return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking to throw it on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Not much on the return, but a pick will set up the offense at the 35.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of...
Pass caught. Can he get in? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Florida. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. See how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. In the clear at the 25. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
He dumps it off to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Running play called on 3rd and short. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get the first down, but he got it.
Receiver in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
So incomplete pass on 2nd down sets up a 3rd and inches. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. This time, a completion.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take it.
And it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
The Gators offense retakes the field. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. Finding some room with the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Gators. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had some good
Another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Quick throw to his receiver. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He slings this one deep down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Gators will look to convert here on fourth down. Movement here from the tight end. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Short pass, finds the tight end. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
Here comes a handoff. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Florida. Still no answer for this offense. Quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? The pocket breaking down. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Pressure is coming. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the out route.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's across the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to throw again. He's running out of... They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. The defense recovers the fumble.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And Miami offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch, and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Defense is coming after him. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Canes will have 1st and 10 here. Linebacker shifting around now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They call the draw play here. Tackle is made, but it's good for a first down to the 47.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting the pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
The pass rush closing in. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Hurricanes offense is on the move now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Ball handed to the running back. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And now the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. exactly what we...
The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Needs a completion here on 4th down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He's got some open field ahead. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Key team after the PAT try. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They've got to recover from that right now. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Running out of time in the pocket. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. 1st half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play.
Boy, he comes up just short of his 1st down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the 1st down, but he gives them a chance.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Gators offense retakes the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Lets it go quickly. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Gators are in the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Florida. This offense is still clicking.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's his 3rd touchdown. Give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he
PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 9. Poor return and poor field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. He's got his man wide open. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play, incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Bringing pressure. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
He makes the grab. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Well, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off. And Miami offense is back on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Powers through the tackle. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. It's 3rd down after that run. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The pass is off target, yet hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Gators. And the route is on. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now it's second down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They'll hand it off. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Florida. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finds Rico. No shot to bring him down. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. 1st down now. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? There's the handoff. And he's He's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Canes move into the red zone. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Under pressure, just lets it go. Ball away quickly, but nobody in the area, and the official is going to call intentional grounding here. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the 1st down. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Launching it downfield. It's caught downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Oh, what a cut, and still going. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The Gators hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And Miami offense is back on the field. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. We'll bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. quarterback looking to scramble. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
How about the quarterback scrambling here off of that bootleg? The defense, to their credit, took everything away downfield, thinking that they had a positive play, but instead, the quarterback shows how...
And he lobs it deep down the middle. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And the beatdown continues. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown for the U. There was a foot race and he won it.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset your plan into the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And the extra point was up and good. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards into the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Trying to extend the play. Looking to scramble now. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the mark.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Throws it to the right. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Florida. And this one is getting ugly. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. 2nd down now. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry up. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, where this defense steps up and makes a big play. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Tight end makes the grab. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. The Gators looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Here's that defense shifting again. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Goal line formation for the defense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Gators. To stretch the lead, the route is on. They will try to add to the lead now for PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He hands it to the back. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. And the pass is incomplete.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. He's looking to scramble. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Gators offense retakes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Pressure is coming. And the junior able to get home with the sack. 2nd down now after the sack.
42 Spider. 4-2 Jet. Ready.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And that one is incomplete in the end zone.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop?
Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Florida. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And 109 yards away, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The fumble the last time out, symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. Quarterback Didn't see the play clock. Took too much time. Didn't get the snap off. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through the defender. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back with the catch. It's King. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Canes come to the line in a hurry up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding space at the 20. Physical run, breaking tackles. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. The 10. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Here's a point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. The sack sets up second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Look to throw it here on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. And the Gators have first and 10 here. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Wow, what a tremendous